Gundam style, everyone. Welcome to Wow Cool Robot, your one-stop shop for Gundam news and fun times. I'm Audrey. I use she, her, and they, them pronouns. And robots. Yeah.
I'm Argyle. I use he and him pronouns. Hello.
Yes, hello, robots. I am Max. I use he and pronouns as well. We haven't recorded in about 7 days. Seven days, and feels like fucking 7 years, and I feel like I've forgotten everything that happened in this show.
It's been 14 days.
Yeah,
dude.
Missed a week.
I see, in my
7
head...
7 days is the normal amount.
I know. In my head, I was thinking, what would be a funny amount of time to say that isn't, like, completely crazy, and I ended up accidentally saying, like, the exact amount of time that it hasn't been. But again, I've been saying this all week. This is what G Gundam does to a motherfucker.
Just turns your brain into
soft and warm like mashed potato.
This is what happens when you metaphorically shining finger your brain boils. And all you can do is
butter and garlic in there, just mixing it around.
A little bit of parsley to garnish, perhaps.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh baby. From what I remember when I watched these episodes 10 years ago, I liked them a lot. I can't wait to rediscover that as I read my notes.
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
The show's good, folks.
It's just a good show, and I think we like it.
I think we quite like it. Can you, I feel like this is kind of the trajectory of not really just Gundam, but I think every single media franchise on Earth, where if something's really, really good, everyone loves it when it comes out, and then they mellow about it over time. And if something is, like, contested when it comes out, everyone is like, and, like, turns their nose at it, and over time they kind of come around to it. And I feel like that's kind of the latter's true for G Gundam. I mean, we're geniuses, and we've always loved G Gundam. But I can't imagine,
anything, I love G Gundam more now than I did when I watched it first 6 years ago.
Firmly, but...
Like, rewatching it has really just reawakened my love for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, especially for Gundam fans coming off of, like, Double Zeta, this probably was not the series they were looking for, frankly.
Well, not even that, Audrey. I think this came after... Hold on. G Gundam released in 1994. Yeah, so G Gundam didn't come out after... Double Zeta. G Gundam came out after Victory, which is maybe the most depressing Gundam series ever, from what I can tell.
Cool.
Nice.
So it really is the tonal whiplash that I think society as a whole needed back in 1994 when I was 1 year old. I was a babby.
Yeah.
I had not been born yet.
You were but a twinkle in Domon Kashu's eye.
I was sentient by then.
Yeah, you knew what you were about.
At 3 years old.
Well, hey, shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to read the summary that past Max cooked up that present Max is going to read with fresh eyes for the first time.
Let's go.
Let's go, folks, with episode 22 of Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Breakthrough Warriors Strong Ties. Domon and Master Asia clash using their finger techniques, but Domon is easily defeated. The Shining Gundam needs to be repaired so the Shuffle Alliance can escape, but they are completely surrounded by the Death Army. They hatch a plan to have Domon and Rain repair Shining Gundam as fast as they can, while the other 5 Gundams set traps and hold off the Death Army. While they work on repairing Shining Gundam, Rain starts to fall ill and asks to stay with Domon after they escape. The Death Army attacks, and the Gundams fight with all their might to hold them off, as Schwartz works on an escape route. Domon and Rain eventually repair Shining Gundam, but it doesn't matter since the Master Gundam is taken to the battlefield. Schwartz begins his escape plan, destroying a waterfall and flooding the Death Army, giving the Shuffle Alliance an opportunity to escape. Natasha takes Rain in her plane and flies off as the other Gundam fighters take to the river and escape. Domon stays back, however, and once again challenges Master Asia, who summons the Devil Gundam to defeat Domon once and for all. It's good, I think. I remember this one now. It's just like nothing but fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very good. Yeah, in unison. Holy shit, I loved that.
Listen, that's it. That's the episode.
That's the show. Congratulations, you boiled down G Gundam to its bare essentials.
Gundams be fighting.
Damn, it's true.
It is, like intimate fighting.
It's fighting in a way that you have to bare your soul to the other.
Yeah, I like, for example, that we start off actually with what's better than this? Guys holding hands.
Yeah.
You ever hold hands with your father figure and then get your ass kicked by your father figure?
All the time.
And in fact, the holding hands is part of getting your ass kicked. It is
like they're having a thumb war.
Essential tenet of it, yeah.
It's full contact thumb wars is what it is.
Tackle thumb war. I mean, it literally is like Tackle Thumb War. We start off exactly where we like left off with like the last episode with them both doing their like Shining and Darkness finger attacks at each other, and their like fingers, their Gundam fingers are interlaced. And oops, Master Asia's still fucking stronger.
Wow, I could not have foreseen this outcome. It's not like the show's been fucking hammering this into our heads for the last like 10 episodes.
That Domon fucking sucks. He's not as good as Master Asia. Wow. It's been the whole point of him coming here. He still hasn't managed to chop down a tree with that stupid sword. So, like, wow. I couldn't have seen this coming.
Yeah, he gets his ass kicked. And specifically, he gets his, like, hand fucked up. And it's like, ooh, ouch, my finger hurting juice.
Ooh, my finger shining juice.
I spilled it everywhere.
Oh no, we gotta someone get a towel, shit, fuck. Of course Domon lost, and Master Asia starts taunting the rest of the Shuffle Alliance. You know, you're all losers and idiots for sticking with this guy. And then he sicks those Gundam heads on them, last week. You know, the Gundam heads fucking popped up all over Guyana. We're just Gundam heads on snake bodies.
They look worse than ever.
They're not just... Yeah, so you ever just unhinge your head 90 degrees backwards, revealing a second more fucked up mouth?
I love that they do that.
They're like fucking... They look even more snake-like now, because they just have like fucking organic fangs.
I love that they actually have a mouth. The line there, it's actually a mouth, unlike every other Gundam.
What'd that mouth do?
Nothing, leave me alone.
What mouth do? Fucking eats you.
Fucking bite at you.
Bite at you, asshole.
Bite at you, asshole. God.
So the only people who actually have a real force at all, like, of the new Shuffle Alliance, and especially a real force / military in the area at this time, are the KGB. And there's actually a great moment here where someone at the like KGB headquarters is like, "What if we just left? Like, things are kind of
we
like...
do not need to be here, Natasha. Fucking please, let me go."
Things
we
are
just let them die.
Yeah, it's like, oh, like, what if we just left? And Natasha's like, "What kind of communist are you?" It's like, listen, we're working together now. Welcome to communism. Hail Mother Russia.
It's called solidarity, motherfucker. Come on, get with it.
Yes. Schwartz blasts this like fucking... I love... Gundam Spiegel has about 1 trillion different Inspector Gadget techniques it can do.
He's a ninja.
It is literally...
That's true.
There's nothing about Gundam Spiegel that makes any sense about it whatsoever, which is why I love Gundam Spiegel so much.
I know. He like blasts out... He blasts out a ball of light, and, like, you know, they all escape. Master Asia's like, okay, he strokes his beard. Where could they have gone? Maybe, like, literally the only remaining encampment they have in this entire fucking country.
Yeah, no, he knows exactly where they are, but he's like, I'll leave them alone for now.
I'll give you guys a head start.
Be sporting about it.
And they're on Natasha KGB's plane, and they all are like, you know, they all got to surround the planes, their last bastion. And she's, like, briefing them on the Gundam heads, and we sort of see they fly like a little drone overhead, and, you know, when it gets too close, the Gundam heads just, like, Space Ripper stingy eye laser that thing down. Not great.
Yeah, well, they've used this to determine that the Gundam heads have, like, a maximum limited range. So, like, if they fly way above them, like, in the, like, the lower stratosphere, or upper
they do say the lower stratosphere specifically.
One of them. They don't... Well, yeah, not that high, you know? So they can get away from them. But
if you get too high, you're gonna encounter a Quasar. Be careful.
Oh, yeah. The Lord of the Sky. Don't want to fuck with him. Master Asia has also... He demands that Domon submit himself before him and admit that he can't stand up to him.
Weird stuff with Master Asia and Domon in these episodes. I have, like, a lot of, like, notes about how weird it gets.
It's
Master Asia's literally like, things are gonna get weird. I'm about to make it weird.
Get on your knees. Come on, Domon.
I'm about to make it weird.
All right, Domon. Time to turn the 10 years of training to fruition. I'm gonna make it very fucking weird to look back upon, my boy. Happy Father's Day, Domon.
Fun little Shibari moment for you, Domon, but we'll get there. Like,
the final round is in 2 days. They gotta get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
right, so they're like, we could fly low, but like, Sai, she's like, well, we could fly low. Bulk Gundam we can repair pretty quickly. Shining Gundam is in, like, shit condition. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, like the internals, the cockpit is all fucked up. Like you can't pilot this thing right now. It's just not. It's a non-starter.
Yeah.
No. But Rain is like, I can do it. Fucking give us time. We'll repair it. And Domon's like, if we wait even half a day, we're going to be attacked. And Chibity says, well, if only we had 5 very powerful nuclear-powered weapons of war.
Had 5 homosexuals here who pilot giant Gundams.
So before that, they're like flying low and like out of range and like escaping without detection is not going to happen. Because it is just
way.
Too quick. So Natasha's like, all right, we're going to bust straight through like the front lines. And Chibity is one of the first to... I love this moment from Chibity because he's, like, one of the first to volunteer to, like, actually help out. Yes, like, Chibity's the one who's, like, suggesting that they all, like, pitch in. So Rain has time to prepare Shining Gundam. And Natasha says, like, something along the lines of how very sporting of you. And he says, word for word, the classic Tsundere line, which is basically, I'm not doing it because I like you or anything, which is just, like, Baka. Incredible.
It's so fucking choice. I love it.
And
the whole polycle agrees to help, and even Natasha does.
Yeah, George's... and we see, like, the ongoing saga, as I was mentioning before, we started recording, of George and Chibity wearing a giant metaphorical get-along sweater for the entirety. But, like Chibity pitches this idea, and George is like, regrettably, I have to agree with Chibity.
Much as it pains me to say this, the dumb American is right for once.
Yeah, I love that they keep forcing these two together. It's great.
It's great. It's fan fiction in action.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, do you have something to say more about this? Because I was just going to move
on. No, not really. Just they're going to split into 3 teams to hold off the Dark Army while Rain and Domon repair the Shining Gundam.
Yeah, so Natasha's like, hey, guess what? We have a military presence here. We're going to use our military stuff. So divide into teams. It's going to be...
It's Spiegel and Dragoner together. Yeah. Bolt's on his own, and Rose and Maxter are together.
Right, because George and Chibity are still wearing their get-along shirt.
We literally cannot separate these boys.
Yeah, the Gundams have big get-along shirt on. Just one big one.
This is our get-along battle armor.
They're putting down landmines, which that's kind of fucked up. We're just really going to fuck up the landscape in Guyana.
Yeah.
It's a lost cause. Come on.
I hate this fucking place. Get rid of it.
I hate these beautiful picturesque waterfalls. I want it gone.
Ripped to the Guyanese rainforest, but I'm different.
Exactly. As this is happening, though, Schwartz is working on, an escape route. He, plants a signal flare underwater, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this gonna do? And, he's just like, well, you see, this is the way of the German ninja. Believe it, motherfucker.
It's a special tool that will come in handy
Sun Tzu told
later.
me about this.
Yes. It's Schrodinger's underwater signal flare.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, Rain is feverishly, and I say that word very specifically.
Literally.
Feverishly working on repairing Shining Gundam. And she collapses on the way, and Domon's like, holy shit, Rain, are you okay? And she's like, Domon, I'm so sick. And Domon's like, I'll take you to Dr. Pagliacci, very healing. And Rain is like, but Domon, I am Dr. Pagliacci.
Domon, I have 5G Corona. We can't keep doing this. She demands to continue working, even as he holds her, because she is literally the only person who can do this.
We're a team. This Gundam belongs to both of us.
God, I love that. I love that shit.
It's really good.
It's really good.
But yeah, she's gonna direct Domon, and he's gonna try his best to follow the instructions to the letter and repair the thing himself.
Yeah.
I have no confidence in him.
No confidence.
Nope. As this happens, though, Master Asia is like, all right, the time seems to be right. How about we advance my wonderful Death Army?
Yeah, he's like, I've given them time. I've been sporting enough.
Your 5-minute head start ends now.
You die, your life ends in 30 seconds.
Exactly. They're all attack, right? Argo knows that this first sort of force is a big decoy because he used this exact tactic when he was a space pirate, which is I just love Master Asia's tactical prowess extends to all walks of life, really. What can't this guy do?
I mean, you've been in battles, and Argo has. Unlike all of these new guys, you know a thing or two.
Yeah, exactly. This is when Schwartz sees his cool waterfall, which is apparently somehow the only way to escape, and we'll learn more on that later, but just tuck that away in the back of your head for now.
Can we talk about the music?
Oh. Let's talk about the music.
Yes, yeah, okay, yeah. It's, first before this music starts up, so the first front is, Sai Shi and Schwartz. It's Bolt Gundam. And then it's Sai Shi and Schwartz, and then it's Maxter and Rose Gundam. And literally everything that I can't stand that, like, everything Chibity says to George is literally some variation of "stop being so gay." Like, that is literally his only comic to George ever. He has something here where George basically says something to him along the lines of, it's like, we actually make a pretty good team together, and Chibity, like, automatically just reacts and says, "Don't get gushy."
Don't get gushy.
I don't know why I made this note, but one of my notes is just Gay does not gay. George does a gay little pose.
No, you were right the first time, Argyle.
I was right the first time.
That pisses you off.
Yeah, I'm looking around for the pose. I want to see it now. 'Cause I don't remember it.
Yeah. Also, cutting back to Rain, who's, like, again collapsing. Like,
dying.
She keeps collapsing. Domon's like, "Listen, Rain, as you said before, like, this is our Gundam. When it's ready to go, will you pilot it with me?" Which I, like, love that the Shining Gundam is being transformed into a psychic tandem war robot.
Yeah, it's Pacific Rim before Pacific Rim's time. It was truly prophetic. Yeah. Really sort of set the sci-fi stage for years to come. And
then, finally, the last comment I have before we need to talk about the music is that, once again, at KGB headquarters, they're like, "We can leave. We can just leave. Please. Like, abandon ship." And Natasha's like, "Abandoning others? That's not very Marxist cash money of you."
Yeah, WWLD, what would Lenin do?
And then we get to the music.
Then we get to the fucking music, and listener, you are certainly hearing the music right now. Holy shit. This is, like...
It's a war anthem.
G Gundam, it's a war anthem, and again, you know, the thesis of the show, war is bad, welcome robot. Right now, it's kind of fucking sick, though. I love to hear this. I am simply hooting and hollering as the nationalistic military anthem plays as the robots kill a billion fucking, like, zombie robots.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
You love to see them just obliterate thousands upon thousands of former humans. Who have been turned into skeletons.
I will. A skelly man. A
skeleton.
I will say that all three of these episodes had, like, notable musical choices.
Yeah.
And I have noted every single one of them, but.
Tremendous.
Wow, there's one last thing that Chibity...
I found the gay little pose.
Yeah, post that gay little pose, please.
And as you're posting that, that's a great time for me to talk about. There's one last thing that Chibity says to George in the midst of this, like, huge battle scene, which is, he calls him Bochan, which gets translated in the subtitles as Rich Boy. But is actually more accurately something along the lines of Young Master.
Yes, tremendous, wonderful.
Yeah, oh god, choking a Death Army mech Gundam out while doing a gay little pose.
The fucking finger point is so choice.
Yeah, George is holding a finger up with one arm and holding his elbow in the of that arm in the hand of his other across his body, and in between those two arms are a man he is choking out, a little Death Army man that he's choking out.
We do get to see we do get to see inside the cockpit too, thankfully, to see him actually doing it.
Yeah. So anyway, Chimney calls George Bochan, which basically means young master. It gets translated as rich boy, but it basically means young master. And George is like, kind of flirtily, like, I wish you wouldn't call me that. It's like, stop.
I wish you wouldn't call me Bochan Horseman.
And then, at Schwarzbrüder, it's Energy Sword Sunday.
So fucking... So, okay, first we do see, like, individual fighting poses of the boys all, like, killing Death Army. And, like, we see the Gundam do the pose, and we see the pilot inside the Gundam do the pose. And it's, like, beautifully, artfully drawn stills of all of these, which is so fucking choice. Domo and Rain are continuing to repair Shining Gundam. And Shining Gundam is fully repaired, but Schwartz is like, not gonna matter, we need to leave now.
Yeah.
He tells Natasha, we gotta retreat to high ground, and they get on the plane, like a Bolt Gundam grabs onto the side of the plane. This is when Master Gundam takes to the field. He's finally here. Oh yeah. And he sees... The hero is here. New challenger approaching. The Smash Bros. Melee Sting music plays. He sees that flare in the water that Schwartz put in there, and he shoots it, thinking it's a mine. And this is when Schwarzbrüder goes off the fucking shits.
Yeah. Yeah. So he has a Halo energy sword, and also only one joke, because you know what? He identifies as an attack helicopter.
Jesus.
He does. It is with a heavy heart that he does do this.
It is with a heavy heart that I have to inform everyone that Schwarzbrüder in this moment identifies as an attack helicopter. So he takes these two blades, he has them together, and again, they look like a Halo energy sword, and then he separates them, and then he does a really fast spin, and he's a fucking sky dancer. Those 1990s.
Yes! He pulls the fucking ripcord and he takes to the skies!
Now I fucking remember this. Jesus Christ!
He sky dancers his way through this waterfall, flooding the entire plane.
It's a biblical flood that he unleashes upon the Death Army here. Like, literally, they are all destroyed except for Master Gundam. It is insane what he does here. Everyone loves it.
I forgot about this. I didn't really... Oh, wait, here it is in my notes. Yeah, he takes off like a helicopter and destroys the waterfall. Doesn't really capture exactly how insane it looks.
Yeah, it's a little understated. Everyone loves this. Everyone's hooting and hollering, and so am I, and so are we all. It's finally time to escape. Natasha... Rain is, like, fully passed out by now. Natasha takes Rain, like, into the infirmary on the plane, and they fly off.
I love Natasha with my whole lesbian heart. This is homosexual behavior that she is engaging in.
This is homosexuality. Natasha... I did not expect her to become so important. Like, I would say, like, the most important side character. Like, I would count Rain as a main character, and I would count the Shuffle Alliance as main characters. So, like, beyond Rain and the five boys, like, Natasha KGB is the most important character of the show.
The only other ones that, like, sort of come close, in my opinion, are the 4 weed-smoking girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bunny, Cass, Shirley, and the fourth one.
Janet.
Lisa? Janet. God, G Gundam's a show about women and about men.
And about the love between them.
G Gundam is a show about sexuality, first and foremost.
So everyone's like, all right, we're gonna go, bye! And Domon's like, I am not going to go, actually.
So, we all knew you'd say that, you fucking dumbass. Stay here in Guyana, why don't you?
There was never going to be an exit from Guyana, you stupid slut.
Newsflash, asshole! I was gonna stay in Guyana the entire time!
See if I care if you stay in Guyana. See you in Neo Hong Kong after the final round.
Oh god. He does apologize to Rain that he couldn't keep her the promise they made of her staying with him because, you know, she is dying of corona right now, so she has to be taken to Hong Kong.
You better make it to Hong Kong so I can kick your ass.
Specifically, Natasha's like, I got your girlfriend, bro. It's fine. I'll keep her safe, which is like...
It's fine,
Do you? Miss Steal your girl.
Yeah, she'll keep her safe, all right. In bed. And Domon calls out Master Asia, finally, because, you know, he knows he didn't get taken out by that flood. Master Asia is like, you fool. Oh, you dingus. You messed up big time, buddy.
Wake up, Domon. You fucked up big time.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day. You're not my dad. You're not my dad. Boogie, wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He says, you are no longer my master. And Master Asia's like, oh, damn, see if I care. And he calls Big Lightning. And, sisters, the Double Gundam
I think you mean, brothers.
Brother.
That's my actual literal note for this is brothers.
God, yeah, fucking
Kyochi's
Double
here.
Gundam's here. Yeah, Kyochi's on the Double Gundam. Domon's a fool for not escaping. Things don't look great. I wish Domon would make a different mistake. So far, he's only making the same mistake over and over again.
It's really like...
I think I can take him this time.
Yeah, I could take, like, two guys in a fight, right?
In a fight, right, Domon? Yeah, I could take 4 Gundam fighters from around the world.
In a fight, right?
Oh, God. And that's the end of this episode.
Christ.
Audrey?
Episode 23. Destined Battle, Domon versus Devil Gundam. The other members of the Shuffle Alliance all escape the Guyana Highlands. Domon stays back to defeat Master Asia, who he knows is lingering, when the Devil Gundam appears. Meanwhile, in a Neo-Japan space colony, Major Lube and Dr. Mikamura decide to send a God Gundam down to the Guyana Highlands as the Shining Finger doesn't have enough power to defeat the Devil Gundam. They are hesitant because the God Gundam was only supposed to be used during the finals of the Gundam fight. Back in the Guyana Highlands, Domon is getting thrashed by Master Asia, who is bent on forcing Domon to engage Super Mode. The attempts at angering Domon are working, and he is slowly losing control until Schwarzbruder shows up and tries to calm him down. Schwartz leaves shortly afterwards, hoping Domon will calm down if he fights alone, but Domon's anger wins and he goes on a rampage. Master Asia is easily able to fend off Domon's wild attacks, but Schwartz comes back to Domon's aid. Master Asia destroys Schwartz's cockpit, seriously injuring him in the process. Witnessing this allows Domon to regain his focus, and Schwartz reminds him of his training in the cave. Realizing what his training was for, he achieves a serene state of mind, unlocking the true Super Mode. He easily defeats Master Asia and attacks the Devil Gundam with his Shining Finger, seemingly destroying it. As explosions rock the Devil Gundam, Schwartz's mask falls off right as he uses the last of his energy to stop Master Asia, who, in shock, recognizes him from reaching Domon.
Good episode.
Episode.
Yeah, oh boy. It's amazing to me how well the show, and I feel like I say this literally every fucking episode since we've been in Guyana, but like every single plot point is just Domon, you're getting egged on, and Domon's like, I don't care. Domon gets his ass kicked, and the cycle continues. But like this is the full escalation and culmination of that, and oh my god, is it good to see?
Yeah, we get so much just Master Asia trying to piss off Domon. Oh, it's so good.
That line, like,
you mad, bro?
That is fucking iconic.
Get mad.
He literally just troll face at him.
Get mad.
Are you experiencing botherations, Domon Kashu?
Yeah. So kill God, then we'll talk, huh? Because we're deploying God.
Yeah. Whew.
That in the space, Neo-Japan space colony, they're like, guess it's time to send out God.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I didn't realize we were playing the end of a JRPG.
Well, for me, it's called Burning Gundam.
Yeah. I will say, like,
look,
I understand.
It was a genuine concern, okay? Walmart pulled fucking Gunplas because they were called Gundam Death Scythe Hell, and they were like, well, maybe we should play it safe this time.
Complete random tangent based on that. Gundam Death Scythe Hell from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. There is a version from, I think, the current, like, live action Gundam show that's like Gundam Gunpla Builders, something like that, that is called Gundam Life Lance Heaven, which is just, isn't that nice?
Damn,
that's pretty cool.
I could feel light shining on me when you said that.
I know, right? But the actual point I was going to make is, like, they go from God to burning, which I think, like, I'm sub-crew for Yu-Gi-Oh! But for this, like, Burning Gundam is still good to me because, they had the whole thing is,
the theme, shining. Burning.
Exactly. It fits the theme. God versus Devil.
We get another one later, too.
Yeah, God versus Devil. So they can't say either of those. So they go Burning and Dark. And those are still kind of opposites. Like, if it was just, like, Light Gundam, that would be pretty cool. But I feel like Light Gundam wouldn't really have as much of a kick as Burning Gundam does.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it doesn't have a kick, it has a punch, but we'll get there next week. But yeah, it's Burning Gundam is still very good to me, and I will tell you, Argyle, that when I change the cover art for the next week, it will say Erupting Burning Finger. So that's one for you.
Okay, good, great.
As your contract forces me to do so.
I put you at gunpoint and forced you to do this.
You sure answered a question nobody was asking.
But anyway, yeah, we're in space. We see Mikamura, Ulube, and Karato. They're tracking this huge energy reading in Guyana. What could it be? And Dr. Mikamura says that the Devil Gundam is way more powerful than it was in Shinjuku.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, shit, the Shining Gundam really has no chance against Master Gundam and the Devil Gundam.
Yeah, I think we're fucked, folks. Maybe we should send in the better one. Which, that's kind of wild that they're allowed to use a completely different Gundam in the final round. Nobody else does that, by the way.
It's like a very discreet, very tucked away part of the rulebook that no one bothered to fully read.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't get your head destroyed at any point, you're able to do a switch? I guess?
But they don't even call it the God Gundam here. They just say, let's deploy the God. Which is just, oh shit, that's cool.
Wait, is it the God or is it just God? Let's deploy God.
It might just be God.
Let's just deploy God.
Fellas, is it gay to deploy God?
No. That's the one thing in this series that's not actually gay. Is deploying God.
Ulube does not like this, and Karato really does not like this. You know, they gotta save for the final battle is to ace up their sleeve, but if Domo dies in Guyana, they won't get to use that ace, will they?
Yeah. They really just... They need to confirm... They really want to confirm whether or not Domon is still in Guyana, because they have no fucking clue, before they send the thing in. Rain wakes up on the ship, and Domon's not there, but...
Oh, no.
I think Natasha is there, of course.
Natasha's there, and...
Hello, you're my wife now.
Yeah, forget about that guy. He's in Guyana, probably getting his insides ripped out, but hey, look at me. I'm girlfriend. Hello. Hello. And we do cut over to Domon getting his ass completely fucking hammered.
Your boyfriend's dead, but I'm here.
I'm here.
You want to talk to
Domon cannot hit Master Asia right now.
I love this montage of like Master serenely dodging all of Domon's hits.
I will say that in like a kind of serious note, I'm actually always impressed by the amount of emotion that you can express through a Gundam's face. Here,
yeah,
like,
you know,
you can see through Shining Gundam's face how frustrated Domon is getting.
Yeah.
Without ever cutting to him inside the cockpit, which is it's like genuinely impressive to me.
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed if I couldn't hit my dad in a fight and he was being very mean and rude to me.
Even if it is Father's Day.
Even if it is Father's Day, Master Asia ends up wrapping Domon in that cool scarf and just starts beating the tar out of him.
Can we? Again, this is like a very weirdly male-gazy position for Domo to be here.
Oh, I'm all tied up and helpless.
And,
no.
Specifically, like, Master Asia pulls the, like, scarf tight enough for him to, like, bend Shining Gundam backwards a little bit. So, like...
Yeah.
What's that thing called, Audrey?
Shibari?
What's that thing called? Thank you. I knew you... thank you. I knew you'd get it.
Yeah, it's like extremely Shibari-like.
It's like a sort of rope bondage type thing.
It is a Japanese, like, erotic art style of, like, artistic rope bondage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
This is what G Gundam does to a motherfucker. I've been saying it.
Oh, wow. I really wasn't expecting the only person to have Shibari off the top of my head here, but, well, that's why they pay me the big bucks, folks.
Yeah, that's the burden you have to carry. Yeah. Schwartz is here to cut the scarf before Domon can, get his lights knocked out, Punch-Out style, saves the Gundam. Domon is so goddamn mad, though. And Schwartz is calling Domon, telling him, ride this out. This is, like, the language he uses, ride it out.
There's two things I want to talk about before Schwartz enters the scene, which is, like, it cuts over to Kyoji, who's, like, just chilling on top of...
He's normal. He's so normal.
He's, like, not doing anything. Yeah. He's just, like, watching this. He's like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. And then...
He's so disinterested.
Yeah, and then Master Asia's like, check out my new cooler son, and like, look how cool he is. And Kyoji like starts he's just having a laugh, mate. And then
he's simply giggling with it.
Like, Schwartz comes in and is like 2 seconds away from prescribing Domon a Xanax. Why don't you sit? he's like, you gotta chill out, dude. He's like,
he goes up and says Kieres and holds out a joint with his Spiegel Gundam.
Domon, you want to hit the booth? Come on.
He's like, listen, I'm gonna calm you down if I have to bodily remove you from the situation, and that is what he does.
Domon, let me hit you with this erupting burning joint. Please calm down, my man. And yeah, he's telling me, it's interesting that the language he uses is ride this out, which is what he constantly tells Domon to do. Because, like, yeah, you're mad as hell right now, and, like, don't just suppress it, but just, like, ride the wave, get out of it, you'll be fine on the other end. But Master Asia simply has the opposite idea here.
No, fuck you, get mad at me, you hate my guts, don't you? Get mad, come on!
Experience botherations!
Get so mad, it drives you mad. I love this scene so much. Master Asia is just I'm surprised we didn't see him doing
his face is appearing all over Domon's cockpit.
Yes!
Like he is putting his face, just sending it to Domon, DMing him pictures of himself, being like, "Hey, get mad at me."
He's airdropping pictures of himself to Domon's pilot.
He texts Domon a Rickroll link. He kicks his Gundam in the nuts. He does the eye poke thing. Like, he's doing everything to like just get Domon so fucking pissed off at him. It's so funny.
And Schwartz is like, you know what?
Oh my god.
If it sucks, hit the bricks.
Just leave.
Just walk out. And he like bodily takes Domon. And he's like, we're leaving.
Yes.
and like literally like carries Domon out of there.
But they can't truly escape because Guyana is still in hell right now.
Right, but they managed to find like a little bit of reprieve, and Schwartz is like, "Why don't you sit under this waterfall and maybe you'll calm down a little?"
Why don't you meditate, you dumbass? Oh my god, Schwartz is just Domon's babysitter. Honestly,
yeah.
It's
German government's assigned babysitter.
I wish Naruto was my babysitter. German Naruto, sorry. But as he's trying to calm Domon down, he's telling him, Master Asia wants you to use your anger for super mode, and you won't be able to fight effectively, you won't be able to win. But this, as this is happening, Domon's like, wait a minute, who are you?
Hey,
wait.
I've got kind of a warm feeling washing over me, like a weird nostalgia when I hear your voice. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And Schwartz is like, no, don't think about it.
Yeah, no, Schwartz is like, that is pretty weird. Can't tell you why. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, let me tell you about Meikyo Shisui.
Anyway, don't type my name into Google Translate, Domo. Goodbye.
Domo, never open a German dictionary. Domo, never watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So Schwartz is like, listen, you need to chill out, and I need to get to the finals as well. Like, you
I have a thing to do, man.
We need to get out of here. I am going to leave. He's like heavy winking at Domon. I am going, wink, wink, to leave, wink, wink. And Domon's like, okay, bye. And Schwartz is
All
like,
right, fucker.
You motherfucker. And
later, bitch.
And then he leaves. He's like, fuck this, actually.
Yeah, he's like, in the unlikely event that you'll make it out alive, I'll see you in Hong Kong. I'm gonna tell you about Meikyo Shisui, a serene state of mind, and he just fucks off. Oh, and also we get a kind of a weird scene as Kyoji stares at Schwartz as they fly off.
I mean, again, whoever edits this, Max, I assume, feel free.
It's always me.
Feel free to cut this out, but it's a very Kyoji makes eye contact with Schwarzbrüder, and again, we just said, don't use Google Translate, and it's extremely, who is that Kyoji I see staring right back at me?
It's just that scene from Umbrella Academy.
And also the scene from Umbrella Academy.
I love it. It's Mac and Charlie staring at each other from across the restaurant.
And then he leaves.
Oh, God. And then he leaves. Then we get to Rain calling her dad on the radio. She's telling him to save Domon. And this is when Karato finally agrees, all right, let's deploy God. Why the fuck not?
We're sending in God, folks.
Kill God, then we'll talk.
God is on the way. You check your Uber Eats. God has picked up your order. Wow, how exciting.
Jesus.
Good.
No, that's in
also,
the next set of episodes.
We do get a cute little thing where Natasha, like, says she'll take responsibility for letting a foreign government use their government encrypted radio to call for, like, battle orders, which is like, yes, I love you, Natasha KGB. Back at Guyana, though, Master Asia is, like, calling Domon out. Yet again, Domon takes the bait because he is hungry with the fish.
Domon has made a critical mistake here, which is that he has yet to learn the joke of Kyoji Kashu, parentheses, rude.
Yeah.
Rude, he's rude.
He immediately gets his ass whipped.
Where were you when you discovered realized the joke of Kyoji Kashu?
He's rude.
He's rude.
No, yeah, he gets his ass beat again, and then Kyoji just starts fucking laughing at him. Domon's just like, what's so funny? What's so funny? Why are you laughing at me? Why? I don't deserve this.
I'm baby. It's my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy.
You know this. You're my brother.
This is what finally pisses him off enough to activate the super mode.
This is bad super mode, though.
Oh, this is extremely bad super mode. Like, if normal super mode is bad, this is, like, extra bad.
This is, the entire mood here is like, no, don't use your super mode against the Devil Gundam. You're so sexy, haha.
Yeah, scary. Like, I don't like to see him.
He, like, grows fangs almost, and his eyes are just, like, it's just glowing red. Like, he looks like he's going, like, fucking Ozaru for a second.
Yeah.
He's kind of fucking mean and angry with it right now. And this is when, like, all the Gundam heads pop out and start attacking him. And, like, Domon's just tearing them apart, just tearing through them. But he's, like, getting tangled up in all the big old wires because, you know, he's on, like, the trunks of the Devil Gundam by now.
He's not really doing anything effective, right? Like,
right,
he's just kind of attacking blindly. Like, he's killing Gundam heads, sure, but that's not really doing much.
Mm-hmm. As Master Asia notes, he's just simply wasting his energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, so he's getting real tired, wasting all his energy, and then Schwartz shows up again, and he was like, okay, I lied. I really thought that this was going to do something, like, good for you, but nothing does anything good for you, apparently, so
It should be noted
God, I hate you so much.
The circumstances under which Schwartz shows up, which is to say, Master's about to just fucking kill Domon from behind, and then Schwartz takes the blow for him.
Oh, yeah, he...
Like, a direct hit to the cockpit.
Yeah. A direct blast to the cockpit. His cockpit is completely pierced. He does end up tearing Master Gundam's hand off through this, though.
His, like, entire forearm, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, and Master Asia's like, oh, you saw my move coming. And...
rude.
And he's like, fuck, my arm.
Ow, that
it's my
hurt,
favorite
Domon.
one.
God damn it.
God damn it.
I need this arm for fighting.
He's like, God damn it, Schwarzbruder. He's like, I had him exactly where I wanted him, and you came here, and you're, like, ruining everything with your entire steez.
At this point, you know, once again, Master Asia's like, damn, I thought you'd be more cautious. Or, I'm sorry, Schwartz tells Domon that he thought he'd be more cautious. And really? Did you really think that he'd be more cautious, Schwartz?
Like,
I took off because I thought maybe if you were, like, faced with certain death, you would, for once in your life, maybe be cautious. And well, you know, egg on my face, I guess.
Yeah, you're just an idiot.
Yeah, and someone's like, sorry, Mr. Buddha. Like, just, like, completely defeated. It's like, I didn't mean to. Like...
I fucked up. I had a fucky wucky. I would have whoopsie whoopsie.
Yeah, and it's like, alright, well, Domon, it's fine. Like, just remember, like, what we trained about, and you'll be fine. And Domon's like, oh shit, did that training have meaning? And...
oh, fuck, I gotta watch those episodes again. Shit.
Fuck. And...
Because at this point, he's, like, wrapped up by Master Asia's scarf completely.
Again.
Weird. It's weird.
It just keeps happening. But yeah, he's thinking about his training in the cave. And he's thinking about his Meikyo Shisui, and the little drippy drops happen. He sees Kyoji telling him to have peace in his heart as he perishes, you know, because Kyoji's in the Devil Gundam ready to kill his ass.
He's dead to Domon.
He said to Domon, Rain tells him, don't give up, you know, in his mind. And at this point, Domon grabs the scarf. He throws Master Gundam with it, and then wraps it around himself, like, around his arms, like, up his shoulders, behind his neck, like, as a weapon. His energy is calm now.
I think it's a weapon, it's like a harness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a brace.
He has decided to ascend.
Yeah, so, hey, Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
He literally goes Super
Gentlemen
Saiyan.
prefer blondes.
Blondes have more fun.
He just does
He's
it.
fucking blonde with it.
Yeah, is this gonna be on your blonde tier list?
Yeah, he's not.
Super mode, it's true super mode, Domon.
Because, like, when he went rage mode, or when he went super mode before, his suit was like a pink color, like a pinkish orange, but now it is like just pure gold. His hair is blonde. Shining Gundam is gold. Like, this light just, this is Domon's got his mojo back.
And
he's done it.
I have to say, the rest of this fight is just amazing to watch.
It's
so
the
good.
payoff is
fucking
so
cool.
good.
My second to last note here is literally just LMFAO get dunked on.
Yeah, get jumped.
Yeah.
There's like a great moment. I know the exact moment that I was thinking that I wrote this down to. So Domon starts kicking ass, and Master Asia doesn't get it at first. How good
He tries to do his like the dodging again that he
so
did
he's like,
before.
haha, and he does he confidently dodges and then gets his shit slammed into his jaw.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, I'm like, get dunked on. And it's like such a surprise to him. You see the shock in his eyes as his jaw just cracks. Ugh, it's so good.
It is so choice. Like, he's trying to reattach his arm, and Domon just completely he literally fucking Yamcha craters Master Asia.
Yeah, and the music, as I said, the music in all of these episodes is very, very good. Very interesting choices, at least. Here, it's switches to this opera incredibly epic final boss music almost. While Domon just kicks the shit out of Master Asia, and it's incredible. Yeah. And the animation's so good. Everything is so fluid. And it's just it's an impeccable 4 minutes of animation.
It's so good. He completely trounces Master Asia. The payoff is immense. His super mode powers down, but his hand is still glowing gold. It's not that green.
Yeah, I saw it more as him focusing the energy into his hand specifically.
Okay. And he looks at Kyoji as Kyoji sends
because
more
Domon
Gundam
himself
heads.
is still gold.
Yes, yeah. Shining Gundam isn't. So yeah, he's I think you're right. He focuses all the energy in that one stinky hand of his. And he destroys all the Gundam heads that Kyoji sends his way. He hits the wires with his perfect shining finger, and the double Gundam just starts to break down. All his anger and his sorrow is vanishing.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is so good.
It's so fucking good.
Master Asia's hair is also white.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah, his hair has turned white. He has gotten the shit and the color beaten out of him. It's pretty amazing.
I love shit like that. That's just
beat the dye out of.
Yeah, exactly. Lord Farquaad voice white. Oh god. And he tries to get Master Asia does and Master Gundam, but Schwartz is still fucking here. He takes him down, and we see it's I think the camera's on the ground as Schwartz's mask falls off, and all Master Asia says is, "He looks familiar. It can't be." And we certainly don't get to see it.
Also, I mean, we should say Kyoji dies. He doesn't even say anything. He just kind of looks mildly shocked as he erupts into flames.
Mm-hmm. Very,
it's
very
fine.
sad.
He has DG cells in him, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he'll get better.
No, that's not true. That, as we know, Domon finishes him off for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's the later half of the anime is just it's a normal fight.
Exactly.
There's no more.
It's just a normal tournament
what
arc.
matters here. The tournament that decides who controls space.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Double Gundam falls into the earth all broken, fucked up. And then as this happens,
huge gigantic pieces of this thing still intact. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass at all.
It's probably fine. Because it's fine because he looks up and he sees that weird old capsule's fallen to Earth. What could be inside? What could be inside that fun little Gashapon capsule? I wonder. Next episode.
I couldn't help but wonder what's inside that funny Gachapon capsule.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, what's in my Wonder Ball?
Tell us about that Wonder Ball, Argyle.
All right, this is episode number 24. Bright New Star, the birth of the Burning Gundam. Only 4 hours remain before the opening ceremony for the final round commences. Chibity, Saisaishi, George, and Argo have all made it to Neo Hong Kong, along with the shuttle from Neo Japan with Corrado Ulube and Dr. Mikamura. Domon sights the pod containing the burning Gundam, but is stopped by Master Asia, furious at the destruction of the Dark Gundam. The two trade blows until Shining Gundam is drained of all its energy, prompting Domon to abandon it for the burning Gundam. Domon makes it to his new Gundam, but is unable to pilot it without the battle data from Shining Gundam. The group from Neo Japan get Rain to use an experimental brainwave transmitter to attempt to communicate with Domon. She's not able to only speak with Domon through this, but to control the Shining Gundam for long enough to send the battle data to him while declaring her newfound admiration for him. Burning Gundam comes to life, and Master Asia makes a final stand, but is easily dispatched by Domon, who flies towards Neo Hong Kong with only minutes remaining. Inside of the city, he's surrounded by 4 blazing balls of light, which attempt to slow him down, but nevertheless, Domon lands just as the clock strikes 0, sealing his place in the final round of the Gundam fight.
Oh my god, what a good episode!
This episode fucking slaps and whips.
This episode fucks so hard. Like, off the bat, there's always the main Gundam suit in these shows, right? The main character always has their main Gundam, and Shining Gundam's cool. Shining Gundam's fine. It's 90s Gundam.
Cool. It's alright.
It's a 90s Gundam design. I'm not huge on it. I don't like that little chest jewel.
I like
God
the chest
Gundam?
jewel.
Burning Gundam?
Burning Gundam,
This thing
though?
fucks.
Oh, this thing fucks hard. It's like bigger, taller,
It
meaner.
is God, yeah.
Like it's got 2 sets of head fins.
Yes, a double V fin. It has like weird like wing fins on the back. It has these like claw gauntlet things on its wrists.
Yeah, the deploy when it uses its special move. It's the chest opens up to reveal another chest jewel. Don't know how you feel about that one, but I like it.
I like it because it's not green and you only see it a couple. Like, you don't see it all the time. It's not always exposed, like that weird green basketball in the Shining. But yeah, like, Shiny Gundam's fine. I love God Gundam, though. It's so sick. God, it's so sick.
It's cool as hell.
It's cool as hell. I'm looking at my master grade of it right now. So, the episode itself, though.
I wish I could look at mine. It's
One day.
in the box.
One day.
Hopefully in about a month I will be able to look at it again.
Hell yes! I'm raising my energy.
We love houses.
We love houses.
I would love to be in a house. Anyways, let's start the episode.
Yeah, the capsule falls to Earth in Guyana. Like you said in the recap, the opening ceremony is mere 4 hours away. We see the suits from like all the other episodes are here. The Shuffle Alliance is arriving. George is already there. The tea he has prepared has gone cold. I love that.
Yeah, he made tea for the whole polycule, but
Yeah.
they got here so late that
This is congratulations. The get along shirt has worked. Everything that is between George and Chibity now is just flirting, like incredibly
The
obvious.
beef is squashed.
flirting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dudes
Chibity
rock, what can I
surfs
say?
in, of course, on his hover surfboard. Saisaishi emerges from underground.
I have no fucking clue. Did he take a warp pipe?
I mean, he literally dug through the earth and made his way to
Did you-
China. Is
Do
what he did.
you not know that dragons live in burrows underground?
Oh god.
It's like Bugs Bunny, like just pops up.
Yeah, what's up? It literally almost says "What's up, Doc?" as he does it. So
What's up, Doc? Karuto is stressed
George
as hell,
just took
though.
the airship.
Yeah, he takes his cool, like, Zeppelin. And, like, we do see that Neo Japan shuttle is here from space. And all of their crests on their hands glow. So it means... doesn't necessarily mean good, doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Well,
it means something is happening right now.
Chibity very specifically says this is hurting something fierce. So
Oof, ow, ow, my hand.
So probably not great.
And yeah, Commissioner Karuto is stressed
His
as
hand
hell.
of mine
and
burns, not with any sort of power. It just burns.
it just fucking hurts. Now there's only 3 hours left. So this entire opening sequence was like an hour of time. Not great if this pace continues.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Yeah. Natasha sees Rain sort of standing alone by the edge of the dock. And, you know, even with Neo Rush's assistance, you know, weren't really able to help Doma. They weren't able to make a difference. But Argo is like, but it has, because this hand of mine glows with an awesome power, you see.
Have you considered that this hand of mine glows with the awesome power? Because I think you should.
Have you considered that I'm the Joker?
I am.
Yeah,
Joker.
Argo's like, it's fine, don't worry, he'll be here. And everyone else is like, there's
He'll
no
be
evidence
here.
to suggest that he'll be here. And it's like, have you considered that my hand hurts?
Have you considered he just points with his hand? They're all heading off to that opening ceremony, and we cut over. We see Domon watching the capsule land, and it kind of half opens, but it looks a little bit stuck, which is probably a good sign.
It's probably fine.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, goody. Let's go see what that is. I want to open the
Yippee.
gachapon. But before you
Surprise,
can,
bitch.
Master... Yeah, two Gundams just burrowing underground.
Once again, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of Master Asia.
Oh, absolutely
God.
not.
Never. I'm never going to get tired of this fool. He's here to accost Domon in every step of the way.
Yeah. He just bursts out from underground. He's like, hey, what the fuck is up? You killed the Dark Gundam, but I'm still alive. What about me? And
He's like, why do you want to beat me so badly, Master Asia? And Master Asia's just fucking mad as hell.
you don't get it yet, do you? Come on.
I logged in and I'm mad online.
I'm red, mad, and new, Domon.
He says, if only you hadn't shown up in Shinjuku, if only you hadn't been enlisted to become a Gundam fighter, this whole thing would have gone as planned, and you fucked it up. You fucked it up, Domon.
Go to sleep, Domon, you fucked up big time.
Yeah, yeah, go to sleep. He's like, he's fucking smacking Domon. Like, he's not punching him. He's like, Domon is on his knees and Master is just, like,
It's
slapping
weird.
him. It's weird.
It's weird.
Domon gets up, and they hit each other with the finger right in the face. And that drains all the rest of the energy out of Shiny Gundam.
That shot is so fucking choice, though, when they do the fingers on their faces, because, like, you see Gundam's scale, but, like, the sort of outer cowl of the Gundam helmet is there, but, like, their human faces are inside at Gundam scale, so it looks like they're just wearing, like, cool armor. It's I love when they do that shit. It's so choice.
Yeah, they'll do that a few more times. It's always cool. I love the shot of them, like, collapsing, getting the finger in the face. It's just very funny.
Boys are tired.
They both just flop forward onto the ground.
Yeah. And Domon just immediately gets out and just starts hauling ass towards that other Gundam.
Yeah, he's
Well,
like,
yeah, shit.
So, like, Shining Finger is, like, in disrepair. Rain has done her best, but Domon's like, oh, I'm not gonna go down with this ship, actually, when there's a new good ship right there.
This bitch empty. Yeet.
Yeah, he's like, you know, Shining Gundam, we've had a good time, but it's time for me to bounce.
Yeah, so as Master Asia stands up and he fires his hand off to get Domon, Shining Gundam stands up because Domon programmed it with the remaining energy in the core lander because he knew exactly what Master Asia was going to do. And
That's
Shining
what I thought
Gundam,
you were going
get down,
to do,
Mr.
you
President
stupid
Domon.
horse.
Yeah! Shining Gundam just get down, Mr. President, gets pierced through the cockpit with the Master Asia's arm on a wire. Like, the oil inside Shining Gundam sprays everywhere, so it looks like blood, and I love when they do this. Oh my god, it's so funny.
Tight.
Like, Iron-Blooded Orphans, the latest Gundam anime series, does this all the time, where it's like, you can't always tell if it's blood or if it's oil gushing out of machines as they die, but something always gushes. It's great.
I love
Very,
it when
very wet
machines be
battlefield.
gushing.
We love a gushy Gundam. As Chippity said 2 episodes ago, oh, don't get gushy.
Yeah,
Don't get
well,
gushy.
it shouldn't have been God Gundam or Burning Gundam. It should have been Gushing Gundam.
Gushing Gundam. This hand of mine is wet as hell! Master Asia rams into the Gundam Gashapon, the Gunchapon, knocks it off a cliff, and Domon falls with it.
1 hour remains.
1 hour remains. Argo is sure he's gonna make it.
So I would say, actually, before we get back there, one of the things I found really interesting is that this actually wasn't airing on Toonami at the time Gundam Wing was, but G Gundam wouldn't air for another 2 years on Toonami. But I thought it was really interesting how similar a lot of this felt to the first, like, original miniseries that Toonami itself did, called Invader, I think? Invasion? Or, one second. Intruder.
That sounds vague. I think I know what you're talking about.
That's what it was, which was this, like, miniseries that was in, that aired in 2000, which is, like, basically Cartoon Network just wanted to update the look of Toonami. for like Y2K. But the way they did it was they actually created a storyline. And I remember watching it when I was a kid, because I was 9 years old and old enough to like actually register and remember this, and how like terrifying it actually was to me watching it. And what happens in it is Toonami's mascot character Tom, there's like a viral intruder that like destroys him. Essentially, there's like this shot that like has stayed in my mind forever of this like liquid silicone, almost like it was like a digital intruder that took this form of like this metallic liquid encasing him, and his like hand just reaching out beyond it as he got like swallowed into it. And I find it like really interesting that this storyline of like an old robot dying to make room for a new model happened on like the same network where this eventually aired. It was like, it's just like an interesting thing to me because I see like a lot of parallels between it.
Yeah, Toonami Tom is dead. Long live Toonami Tom.
So Shining Gundam is also dead. Long live Shining Gundam.
Yeah, it's dead as hell. It gushed and it died. Very, very sad. Pour one out. And yeah, we do see a little bit of Hong Kong where it's 1 hour to go. Argo is sure he'll arrive, and Chibity agrees because, like, yeah, we have a soft spot for that guy. Mikamura, though, Rain's dad, as it were, says that there's a vital response from inside the God Gundam. And this is when Rain gets on the radio trying to radio him, and Domon's inside the cockpit of the God Gundam, and he collapses. He's very, very weak, and this is Gundam sure is taking its sweet time booting up. It's like when you like buy a game from Steam and install it and like forget to start it up early, so you have to wait for like 20 minutes of like installing DirectX for the 50th time onto your computer. Yeah. Real gamers will know.
Master's just attacking the pod at this point, and he's like, "Hey, get out of that new Gundam! Face me man to man, you fucking coward! Get out of there! Like, come on, no robots, just men, guys being dudes. Come on, let's go."
Dudes rock, Domon.
Yeah, good. Dudes rock.
He does like start electrocuting Domon.
Domon, post your address.
I just want to talk.
Meet me in the burning crater that is Guyana in the next 5 minutes for an ass kicking Domon.
Just want to talk.
He starts like electrocuting Domon in this pod somehow. I don't know if it was like the God Gundam fucking up as it was turning on, or if Master Asia was just like somehow doing this. Domon's fine though. It's normal. He'll live.
It's fine. So back in Neo Hong Kong, they have this stupid little tiara for Raid to wear.
Yes.
Which is just, again, the experimental like brainwave transmitting device, which is it's a science fiction excuse for Rain's prayers to communicate all the way to Domon.
Yes,
it is clown to clown communication.
It really fucking is. It's so funny that like this is what they have to do, because other Gundam series, like, you could new type this, and it would be, well, you probably couldn't new type this unless you loaded it with Psycho Frame, but that's a different conversation for shit that gets me tired in a completely different way. But she puts on a cool hat, and Rain get V-fin, because it looks like a V-fin as she wears it. And she's the only one who can communicate with Domon's heart, so she's calling out to Domon. And she's like, if you don't make it here, you can't save your father. All those fights will have been for nothing. She enters the soup. It's finally, if you didn't think it was a Gundam show by now, you certainly do already, because she's in the soup. This is the soup.
Oh, okay. She sees all of Domon's memories. We just see Domon like using Shining Finger a bunch of times. We see all the important people in his life. And finally she sees herself. Whoa.
And the light. And it looks like it's working.
Because she's like, oh shit, is that me?
Is that me?
Damn, I look like that?
Yeah, is that what I look like? Oh, jeez.
Damn, bitch, I live like this?
Yeah, it's really like, damn, bitch, he cares about you the most. It is genuinely so romantic.
It's,
it fucking rules.
If I had to, like, you know, if I was Rain in this situation and I had to, like, help my battle partner out and I saw a thought of me, I'd be like, oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, dude! Hell yeah!
Oh, that's a whole load of emotions I have to unpack after this.
Oof. I'm gonna have to take a walk about this one. But the light blasts Master Asia back, and Rain sort of like falls into Shining Gundam. So, because she's controlling it from a distance with the cool hat, but like It's very cool. I like this bit. I'll hand wave anything they tell me to, just because I really like to see.
Oh
Rain
yeah,
put on a cool hat
it doesn't
and,
make any fucking sense, but it's cool.
No,
it's extremely cool and romantic. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like still calling out for Domo, and she sort of asks for Domon's hand. She has to transfer the battle data, and she says she's never thought as dearly of Domon as she does right now, which is just like, oh god, yes, this fucking rules. It's so romantic. Let's see.
Did your admiration for someone ever like get to such a peak that you were able to pilot a mech from across the planet and tell them so face to face?
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, there's the shot of like shining Gundam, like almost kissing God Gundam. Yeah, so like Rain like pushes Shining Gundam over to God Gundam and like interlaces their hands together and is like like these Gundams are staring romantically into each other's eyes. And once again, it's really a testament to like the ability to express emotions through these robotic faces, because it is one of the most romantic things I've ever seen.
There are two Gundams inside you. One is shining, the other is God. You are in love.
You are bisexual, yeah.
It's a hell of a thing, and I almost cried watching this. I won't. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a little ashamed, but
Don't. It's good.
Argyle,
it's
first and
good.
foremost, you should be ashamed that you make a podcast.
yeah, and well, I make 3 of them, so
Triple ashamed.
but no, it is a genuinely like extremely good moment.
It rules. I love it. One of my favorite moments from the show so far. And they hold hands, the Gundams do, and Shiny Gundam collapses, and Rain passes out.
I will say, the delivery on these lines in the dub is pretty bad.
Yeah, a little bit stilted.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like the emotional way. It's just like the way she's like. It seems like there should have been a comma somewhere in there, and she just kind of ignored it. Just the way she kind of blitzes through this sentence where she's just like, I admire you a lot, Domon. It's hard to describe. And then Domon just says, thanks, Rain. That sounds
right. I can actually completely imagine his voice actor.
You simply don't get it.
Regardless,
though.
It's funny, but it's good.
Yeah. This whole convoluted scheme works. God Gundam is now active, and we get this shot of Domon standing up in God Gundam, holding the Shining Gundam, like cradling it in his arms, and I'm like, yeah, dude, let's go, Valkyrie robot!
Could never.
Oh god, it's
and
so
also,
choice.
again, I need to mention the music here, which is just like beautiful and like telenovela dramatic and romantic, and like it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
I'll
find all the songs that played during these episodes. I'll send them to you, Max.
Oh, please do. He tells Master Asia to stay where he is, like, use the last of your
old man.
This is like Goku talking to Frieza situation. Like, he's like, use the last of your strength to recover and escape.
Play your last pathetic
I don't have time
card.
to play around. Yeah. Like, I think, does Master Asia, like, try and attack him in this moment?
Yeah,
this is
like,
when
he uses the last of his strength to, like, self-recover the rest of his Gundam. Like, he regenerates his arm in the cockpit and everything, and he's like, okay, fuck you, I'm gonna fight you right here and now and finish you off.
Oh my god, he just stunts on him. He fucking slams.
No. Speaking of get dunked on, he literally just dunks Master Asia into the ground and takes off.
I think I read somewhere that the God Gundam is as powerful at his base form as the Shining Gundam Super Mode. Yeah. Like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. But here's the question. We only have like a couple minutes left. How's Domon gonna get to Hong Kong in time?
We should say Master fucking explodes, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he blows the fuck up.
He's dead.
I love this.
Ooh.
Like, Domon just being like, I don't have time for this, simply blows you up. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, he just leaves.
It's just, like, incredible how little he cares. After all of this, like, of the past 2 episodes especially, where he's just like, yeah, I don't have time for this. And he just, like, Team Rocket blasts off again, but blasts off in a way that kills you dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're blasting off for the last time.
He does, unfortunately, have to leave the Shining Gundam behind, but he does leave it in a meaningful pose. He has the time to set it up before he goes. Which,
yeah, exactly. Look, he poses his gunpla.
Yeah, I have posed gunpla. It takes a lot longer than that in my experience, but, maybe he's really good at it. Anyways, yeah, he takes off. There's 2 fucking minutes before the final ceremony starts.
Hey, guys, hey.
Yeah?
Someone knows more about wrestling than I do. What's this maneuver called?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. You just bounce off the ropes.
It's called the Wow Cool Robot.
So, what Domon does here is...
It's called the Neo-Irish Whip.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what an Irish Whip is, but, you know, it's fine.
His Darkest Lariat.
Yeah, he...
You take it, Audrey.
I mean, what he does here is... He's like, alright, I need to get to the other side of the planet in, like, 2 minutes. How am I gonna do this? And he just, like, blasts his way to the laser ropes encircling the planet, and he...
Yeah, just in case you forgot about those.
Just in case you forgot about, like, the fact that Earth is a ring, a wrestling ring, and he literally bounces off them. It makes me so mad that these laser ropes have bounce.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Why did they do this? They didn't need to.
None of this is at all necessary, but,
It rules.
It is very good to look at, I'm not gonna lie, so, you know, more power to him, I guess.
He is fucking, like, speed of sound flying.
Yeah, and, like, back in Hong Kong, like, the two polycules are, like, waiting with not the two polycules, the polycules are waiting with, like, polycules waiting with, like, bated breath, trying to see what, Domon, will make it in time. We do get, great English from Chibity here, with, both hurry up and come on! While everyone else is
Come
normal.
on! Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call any of those guys normal, but, you know.
That's fine, they're normal.
He is, like, rocketing to Earth, and as he starts flying, we see, 4 other evil blobs of light. Mm-hmm. They start ramming into him, accosting him. 30 seconds left. One of these blobs of light is a horse.
It is a horse.
Can't fucking wait to get there.
It's like the only discernible
we'll
one is
it.
a horse. This is...
Yeah, one of them is kind of a bird thing, but yeah, the one of them is a horse.
We have seen these guys in the opening.
Yeah. I just tune out for the opening, like, you know, whatever we see there doesn't count until we see it in the episode, but, like, one of these things is a horse, and I will say now, it is one of 5 horses that I respect.
Yes.
I'll just keep drawing horses.
Yeehaw. And Domon is, like, just pushing it to the fucking red line here. He makes it with, like, a second to spare. The entire polycule runs out to greet him. Like, Rain is crying and runs up to him and starts hitting his chest and is like, "You fool, I was so worried about you." And it's like, this is such a cute moment. I love it.
Good. It's good.
It's so good. Yeah, and, like, they're holding each other. Fireworks start going off. We see a little shot of, like, the polycule, like, sort of, like, ribbing Domon playfully.
Yeah, like, Saishi and Chibity are, like, fucking elbowing him in the ribs. Like, come on. You got this. Come on.
Yeah. And all the mommy GFs are giving Rain a tissue.
And, Stalker appears.
Yeah. It is the Gundam Fight Final Battle.
Gundam Fight Final Battle all set.
Ready?
Go!
I do want to say, I do just want to say that seeing the 2 5-person gay polycules right next to each other is very fun cinematic parallel. Of like, the 4 bros embracing Domon, and then the 4 mommy GFs embracing Rain, and like checking.
It rules. Mm-hmm. This show fucking rules.
Yeah. It's good shit. Anyway, ready, go.
Yeah, we are like halfway done with the show now.
Yeah,
a bit. I don't think it's exactly halfway.
It's not exactly halfway. There are 49 episodes, so we are just under half. I assume we're going to watch 4 for the last episode. So this is the halfway point of what we're recording.
All right, yeah, we're gonna do a Jumbo Spicy Big episode. That part's gonna be in the episode. We'll say that. Okay,
fine.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Good batch of episodes. Oh my god, I love this show so much. G Gundam is so good. Imagine not liking G Gundam.
Could not be me.
Imagine like how like cold and black your heart would have to be to not like this show.
It just is just like let yourself. I'm doing the Elizabeth Olsen quote. Enjoy whatever you want. Let people enjoy things.
But most of all, let them enjoy G Gundam. Yeah,
no, make them enjoy G Gundam. Don't let them not enjoy G Gundam. Is what the full quote should be. Oh God, what a show! What a show! Gundam forever. I don't think I have a segment today because A, I'm tired, and also just I want to bask and just.
Oh fuck! I forgot to bring one.
Nah, you're fucked. We've like ran out of voice actors for the next while, so I feel like we're gonna have to
I haven't done
get
like
creative.
any of the English voice actors though. Is the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a couple. Yeah. Well, maybe next week we'll start dipping into the English ones.
Yeah.
I did look up Mark Gotha, and he hasn't done a whole lot of stuff. He's done like 10 roles maybe.
Yeah, like I said,
and most of those
like,
are recurring.
It's a lot of them. It's like I've been in G Gundam and Mega Man X8,
and then I became a surgeon.
Yeah, now I'm a tooth surgeon or a dentist or whatever he is.
The orthopedic surgeon?
Orthopedic. That's feet. Is that feet?
Google, is that feet? It's spine.
No.
Spine. Oh.
The musculoskeletal system. I guess it's bones.
I think it's just bones then.
Bones. I'm the bone doctor.
Oh, I can't wait to see that fucking bone gun.
Podiatrist. That's feet.
That's the foot one. That's it.
And a pediatrist is a kid doctor.
Yeah.
That your episode segments today is us learning about what doctors do.
Yeah, we're just gonna name the different kinds of doctors and what they do.
Good work, everyone. Good episodes this week.
Yeah, pretty good.
I guess plugs, because I have a Pokemon battle to do in a little bit. I gotta start. I gotta sit under my own waterfall for that soon.
Yeah,
so,
you gotta enter your own serene state of mind.
Yeah, I gotta do my Make Kyushi Sui. So, in the meantime, as we close, I'm Max. You can go to twitter.com/MaxyBajillion to check all my shit out. My other shows, Pod of Greed is one of them, the world's #1 and only Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast sponsored by Kavik Corp. Hey, Argyle and Audrey, you guys do that with me.
I do?
You do, believe it or not. Go to twitter.com/PodofGreedcast. Check that out. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 2, going strong. We met the most normal... Oh my god, Argyle. Fucking...
Some quality Fubuki content this week.
It's like not even Fubuki. It's just the Dio character has done unspeakable things to my mind.
Sartorius, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he has done terrible things to me.
I really need to watch these episodes. I don't want to miss out on any of it.
Nah, don't miss a thing. And my other show is called Slappers Only, video game music showdown podcast. Go to Slappers Only Pod on Twitter or slappersonlypod.com. Next episode will be Final Fantasy IX. Maybe the objectively best Final Fantasy? Who can say? Not my favorite, but I think it's the best.
None of the other ones have Vivi in them, so...
Vivi's just a little guy!
That is true.
Come on!
Hard to argue with the facts here, folks.
Exactly. And what about y'all?
I've been Audrey. You can find me on Twitter and Tumblr at Optimum on Prime. You can also follow, as Max mentioned, at Pot of Greed cast on Twitter for good Yu-Gi-Oh! Times. Watching a couple of very normal shows right now for my podcast, I'm gonna say. Don't have any other projects in the making at the moment, but if you're interested in hearing more from me potentially, you can follow at The Reticulation. That's TheReticulation. Jesus, I've done this so many times. On Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook for updates about a website I'm trying to launch with a friend of mine, Tease. And speaking of Tease, just yesterday I recorded a guest spot on their podcast that they do with their friend Cass on Fandom History, where I talked about My Little Pony, Transformers, and the cult of fandoms that Hasbro has cultivated since like 2010, and also like the entire history of Hasbro and the fandoms that toys come with toys. So that was fun, and that should be coming out within like the next week or so, I think.
Ooh,
hell yeah!
I have been Argyle. You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_funk. You can also listen to me on Pot of Greed, as I've now realized I am on that one, and Kamurocho Radio, KMRO FM. I host it with a friend of the show, Slappers Only host, Jordan. It is about the video game series Yakuza, my favorite video games. We are almost done with Yakuza 2. We've just got a couple of little bonus side content episodes that we're going to put out, one of them with Audrey here, before we get to the final chapter of that one. It's going to be a fun ride. Listen to it in your ears. And that's it.
That's
and
it.
Wow Cool Robot.
This show, twitter.com/WowCoolPodcast. Check it out. Discord links in every episode description, and on our Twitter, come hang out. I feel like we've had several people join recently. It's always nice having new faces, new people to talk about stupid robot shows with. Always a pleasure. If Audrey did the intro, that means I think Argyle I get to ask the question
it is Argyle's
of.
question this time.
Argyle,
no.
question for you.
No.
What is your robot of the week?
My robot of the week is what's the I'm just not even gonna name it. It's the Roomba from Yakuza 7.
Fuck.
Sojimaru is the big one.
Sojimaru, yeah.
I don't know the name of the little one, but I'm gonna just talk about the big one. Sojimaru is a big giant Gundam that sucks up an old lady and a cat, and then you have to fight it to free them. It's a good robot. It's just it malfunctioned a little bit. It means well. But it is a giant Roomba designed with the purpose to clean entire streets instead of just your apartment.
Yeah, that fight kicked my ass the first time I tried it.
It's fun.
It's a very hard fight. It's a very fun fight. It really fucks with your like positioning when it just starts spinning around like a maniac. Love Sojimaru. Love that big guy. We got there. We did it.
Audrey, play Yakuza
surprised.
7.
What?
God, it's a good
I
game.
will. It's that I'm just replaying Final Fantasy 13 as always, but hey, what's up?
Lightning returns once again.
No, not even Lightning Returns.
Please give me like a
I'm just saying,
a trilogy.
she's back. Lightning's back.
She's back, baby. I just want a Final Fantasy 13 trilogy release at some point in time.
Yeah.
13-2 is a good game. Don't listen to the haters.
I've never played any of them. I
They're
don't
good
intend
games,
to.
Brent.
Yeah. They're good games, Brent. That will do it for us. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Join us next week when we have new show art, and we'll have new episode summary music. So that's going to be exciting.
Yay!
Yeah, because we get to hear the different theme now. So, as we always say to close, colonialism is bad.
Wow.
Cool robot.
See you in Hong Kong.
Get mad!
Peach, new types?
Get mad. Get PO'd.